pizza of the week. We're going to have a braised pork belly. So what I've got here is pork belly. I've scored it, which is what you do is you get a really sharp knife or a razor blade and just cut lines into it all the way through the skin and into the layer of fat just beneath it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a marinade for it. So what I've got here is some ginger and a little into a blender with some chilies, some garlic, and just some coriander, fresh coriander stalks. I don't want this too fine, so I'm just going to pulse it until I get it to the right consistency. Alright, so I've got this to how I want it. And what I want to do is where these score marks are, I'm actually going to rub the marinade into all of them. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to leave it for 24 hours. And then tomorrow we are going to braise it for 2 to 3 hours to see how long it takes, and then once we've braised it we're actually going to stick it through our oven at about 270 degrees. So this is the free range pork belly that we've had marinating for the last 24 hours, and what we're going to do now is get the braising liquid ready. So what I've got here is a little hoisin. I'm just going to thin that down a little bit with some water so I can use it. The hoisin. Oranges. And we also have some of Brandon's, well, extra smoked whiskey.
Experiment gone wrong.
I'm not exactly sure what he was trying to do, but he has a smoker at home, as we've mentioned in previous videos. He decided to pour this whiskey into a tray and smoke it.
Just to see.
Just to see what it turned out like. We're going to be cooking with it. Because well, drinking it isn't really an option. But well, I think it will add.
It is an option, just not an enjoyable option.
But I think it'll definitely add something. A little bite, extra little flavour to our braised pork bellies. We also have some apple cider vinegar that we're going to use. So now that we've got these covered in liquid, what we're going to do is put greaseproof paper on them, a lid, and bake them in our oven for 3 to 4 hours until they're nice and tender. So what we've got here is garlic butter that we make ourselves, potatoes, give them a little shake around with salt, and some pepper. With these, we're just going to cover them in alfoil and put them through our oven. So what we've got here is a white wine and orange juice reduction, and we've also got some licorice root in there. Once we've got the pork belly, once we've braised the pork belly, we're going to put it through our oven, and then we will let it rest in the orange and white wine reduction. So we've had this braising for the last 3.5 hours. I'll take it out. Good audience as well. Alright, so what we're going to do here is put the pizza together. So the base for it will be it's tomato, crushed tomato, hoisin, and a reduction of our braising liquor. that will go in place. We also have the cabbage, the red cabbage and green cabbage. Sliced it and a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper. And on top of that, just a little bit of our 3 cheese mix. And then pork belly. And our roasted potatoes. These I'm just going to break up and put them on. And that in the oven. To the end, I'm just going to add fresh coriander leaves. That's it.